Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Janae's Journal. If this is your first time coming here, thank you for coming to my little corner of the internet this morning. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026, and I'm speaking to you from the Saddle Rock Golf Course area of Aurora, Colorado. And I have lived in this house for a little over a year and, almost a year and a month. And we love it over here. If you hear a meow in the background, that's Lucy, my cat. My daughters are with their dads this weekend, and so Lucy mostly stays downstairs. She doesn't have to stay downstairs. She just does because that's where my daughter's bedrooms are. And so she just is more comfortable downstairs. I, however, am not comfortable downstairs. So every morning until my daughters come back on Thursday, they go in the summer, they go every other week. Stay with their dad, stay with me, stay with their dad, stay with me. And during the school year, it's every other weekend that my daughters go. Lucy, cut it out. My daughters go with their dads. So, Lucy, I hope she doesn't mess up this whole video. So anyway, I have her in here with me. I just fed her some wet food, which she loves. And I decided to bring her up here to film instead of going downstairs to the basement. I like the basement. I don't love the basement because there are an occasional spider down there, and me and spiders honestly do not get along. It's a very beautiful, luxurious basement. We have a pool table down there. It's beautiful downstairs. Still, it's a basement. Basements are basements, and it's dark. So I just like being up here better. So, and it's just, even though it's a kind of a cloudy morning here, we had a lot of rain last night, and it looks like we may have some more today. It's still brighter, way brighter up here than it is downstairs. So hopefully Lucy will just, get comfortable while I'm doing this video. It's only going to take, 10, 15 minutes of that little feline's life. So you'll hear her in the background. She just sneezed. She's under my bed. She's walking around. She's meowing. She doesn't like being in here. She doesn't like being confined at all for any reason, but I don't let her just go up into our living room and dining room all the time. Certain times of the day. So anyway, she's in here making a plethora of noise, and I will let her out after I finish filming this. So anyway, today, I don't know if I have expressed this before. I have fibromyalgia. I've had it since 2016, and I get flares most when I wake up. Actually, generally I get up at least once in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, but I usually start feeling it about then. But almost every morning I am in a plethora of pain. Today, right now, I do my levels of pain. 1 being no pain, 10 being the worst pain. Right now I'm at about a 6. And I know it has a little bit to do with stress. It has a lot to do with the weather outside, and it has been rainy. But there are days that I just wake up feeling awful. A lot of days that I wake up feeling awful. And generally when I get out of bed and go to the gym and start, making coffee and pedaling my body around, I feel better. But you think that you would feel better at rest. Not for people with fibromyalgia, because man, oh my gosh, having any kind of chronic illness just stays with you forever, unfortunately. And I've been doing some research on how people get it, and I can go into that another day of how I got it. Not how I think I got it, how I know I got it. Something happened when I was young. And they say that it is linked to something happening when you're young. And your body just, you just are trying to forget most of your adult life, but your mind lingers onto everything, and especially with a mind like mine. So, one day in 2016, that's when I had my licensed home daycare. I noticed that every morning I was waking up feeling like I was beat up. Literally, you know how like when you work out too hard, way too hard, and then the next day you could hardly move, and if sometimes, if your body's not used to that much being that vigorous, the next day you feel like you can't move. That's how I feel almost every morning. And not only that, or the only other thing I remember feeling like I'd been hit by a vehicle. How when you get into a fender bender, it's been very rare in my life, where the next day you just feel awful after you've had if someone rear ends you or something, and you have, whiplash. Rhymes with get cash. That's from Sanford and Son. But anyway, the next day after, getting rear-ended, the next day you feel horrible. That's how I feel almost every single morning. Or another thing, if you got into a physical confrontation with somebody, and then the next day you feel your whole body just feels worn out, or just, ugh. I'm like that almost every morning. At least 4 mornings. You're Lucy. At least 4 mornings out of 7-day week. Anyway, so today was not a good day as far as my pain, and I have been prescribed gabapentin. I've had it for years and years. It does help a lot. But anyway, I'm about to go off on a tangent about fibromyalgia and about gabapentin. But anyway, so I'm not feeling that great this morning, but I am going to film. I'm always going to try to film at least every 2 days, especially during the summer. So anyway, I have done a video on this before. This is KellOfAPlan. Self-care is not selfish. And it is a self-care journal. You guys have seen me post it before. However, I've hardly touched this thing. I'm just going to be honest. So I'm going to do a planning. Today's Tuesday. They think they want you to do this starting on a Monday, but that's not my life. I'm just getting into the groove of not going to school every day, which is weird kind of to me. And it takes a couple days for my body to adjust to even thinking of not going to my workplace for 7.5 hours, however long I work there. So anyway, this is really pretty. She's always, Heather Kell always, puts her foot into everything. So anyway, let's see. I think I started that last one with y'all, but I am going to start a fresh new page. Let's see. Can you guys see this? Let me zoom in a little bit. See, I told you I'm in pain, so just to stand up and zoom in. Ooh, sorry. Is painful. A lot of times it's painful. Okay, I'm going to scooch this over. I may have to stand up a couple of times because I can't really see what y'all can see, but kind of. Okay, so let me sit back down. Ouch. Okay, hopefully I didn't move this up too much. Once again, it is, hold on 1 second. Okay. It is, I'm going to underline June and underline the 2nd here. And I don't have to do the year. This week, I will take care of myself too. My top goal for the week. I need to get my butt, Vasa Fitness, 5 times this week. I have to. because in the summer, even though I do love being outside and I do a lot of walks because I live in a really beautiful neighborhood. Hallelujah. I'm so grateful for that. I still gain weight in the summer when I'm not working. Or I'm about to start working again, doing all my other stuff. But there's still a lot more preparation into going to a actual workplace and, and dealing with coworkers. So I tend to gain weight in the summer. So I'm trying so hard not to do that and trying to lose the weight that I had gained before I worked for Rise. I worked for a middle school, not Knoll. I love Knoll. But there was another one, and I try not to name names if I cannot. And I had a really bad time at that school. The principal, from the very first day I walked in, she could not stand me. I didn't know what the hell I did. I didn't do anything wrong. I hadn't been there long enough to do anything. Some women just don't. I always have gotten along better with men. With certain women, I just don't mix well. But this woman had absolutely no reason to hate me. But the very next day I walked in and I said, "Hello, Principal Blank." And she looked me in my eye and then slowly rolled her eyes and walked away. And that experience pretty much was the catalyst for the entire 2 or 3 months I was there. It was awful. And when the principal doesn't like you, all of her minions don't like you either. So it was not a good place. And so my stress level was atrocious during those months I worked there. And with me, I don't know if it has to do with just being an older woman. I'm 54. At the time I was 53. The more stress I have, the more cortisol I produce, and cortisol holds on to fat. So everything I was eating was just completely sticking to me. So I gained about 40 pounds while I worked there. That's how, of course, a lot of it just was me eating wrong. Of course, half of it probably, but a lot of it was stress. A ridiculous amount of stress and wanting to quit, but not being able to because I have children to take care of. So, yeah, it was not a good thing. So anyway, so this summer I'm trying to lose, first of all, that 40 pounds because it's been lingering like you wouldn't believe. That's another thing with getting older. Weight is a lot harder to lose. Back in the day, I used to just be able to do a 2-mile walk every day, and I was able to maintain what I thought was a decent weight for my frame. I have a really big booty, you guys. Not just big. See, a lot of people think big just means big and round. I have a basketball butt. I always have, forever. Okay. But, so when I say for my frame, I'm a 5'2", almost, actually you say 5'3". I'm closer to 5'3", 5'3" woman with really great calves and a basketball butt. Okay, just like I said, anybody can have a big butt. Not everyone can have a big and a round butt. Anyway, but I am just blessed that way. And, it's not for everybody, but black men, oh my gosh, love it, love it, love it, love it. They always have. most black men anyway. So anyway, just like I said, for my frame, everything sticks. I mean, it used to not be the case, but everything I eat sticks, especially when I'm stressed out. Because cortisol, oh my gosh. So anyway, my whole thing is to lose that 40 pounds and then to start from there and keep on going. I still have a long way to go. So anyway, Vasta Fitness, I was completely on a tangent there. Now yesterday was Monday. My feelings yesterday. What were my feelings yesterday? I'll just put relief. I won't say why. Self-care activity. I went to lunch at Las Fajitas. Las Fajitas is a great Mexican restaurant very close to my house, off of very close to E470 and Gartrell. They have some of the best green chili I've had in years. And also there's a waiter there who flirts with me incessantly. He said that I remind him of his high school girlfriend, and who I think he said that he's pretty sure she was pregnant and they had a baby. And but the family didn't want him to have anything to do with him, with the baby. And so they made the couple lose touch. And so he has a son somewhere in his 20s who's half black and half Mexican. So anyway, I don't go there to talk to him. As a matter of fact, most of the time I avoid going during the day because I don't particularly want to run into him and do all that chatting. Sometimes I don't like to chat. I mean, I'm kind of a loner. But his story, I love to hear people's stories. And so I did go in there yesterday, and sure enough, he was there. And I was planning on staying for a long time, and I ordered my number one combination like I usually do. But Denver and Aurora, we started having severe weather yesterday, a flash flood warning in my neighborhood. So I literally had to, I mean, it was, you should have seen the sky. It was amazing how much really thick clouds just started rolling in almost the second I walked into Las Fajitas. So I asked homeboy for a box, and I packed up my stuff and went on home. I mean, I wasn't even there 15 minutes, but their food is outstanding. My suggestion to you is to get the number one. It is delicious. So anyway, the best part of today was chatting with homeboy. I'll say with home. You hear Lucy in the background? Gosh. Boy at Las Fajitas. Lucy, can you please stop doing that? Okay, I hope you guys can't really hear her that well. Today, I say fibro level 6. So I'm not doing too well today. My self-care activity today is I'm going to Vasa. Plus, oh my gosh, my handwriting. Plus, I'm going to take a bubble bath. Plus, the last thing is I'm going to do the massage tables at Vasa. Because, man, my body just feels like, I need to start doing yoga. I think yoga would really help my fibromyalgia. So, the best part of today, I don't know yet. So, I'm just going to leave it there, okay? And also today is the first day of campaign 12 for Avon. I need to post that later, but that's another whole story. Okay, so we're going to go to this side. Okay, now, did I make my bed yesterday? Yes, I did. I always write down what I'm grateful for. Moisturize or sit in silence for 2 minutes. Put your phone down for 10 minutes. I do that a lot. Even though when my girls are not home, I really am on Facebook and Instagram way too much. Lucy, please stop. Hope you guys don't hear that during this whole video. Compliment yourself. I do quite often. Listen to a favorite song. I did not do that yesterday. Tidy up one space, my bedroom. Eat a nourishing snack. I ate almonds yesterday. Unplug from social media for 1 hour. Did that. Say no to something that drains you. What did I just say no to yesterday? Lucy, please. I did not do that. Take 5 minutes to stretch. Did not do that. Write down your top read for the day. I do that every day. Read before bed. I never read before bed because I'm usually watching television and I zonk out on my bed almost every single night. Lucy is under my bed messing with my cable cords. Okay, so this is a self-care bingo. These are the things I should do this week. Let's see what any of the things I've done so far today. Write a letter to yourself. Watch a funny show. I did that yesterday. Go outside for a 20-minute walk. Did that yesterday. plan a friend's night out, I need to do that. Do 15 minutes of gentle stretching. I'll do that after I finish this video. 6 to 7 hours of sleep. That's never a problem lately. I'll do this bath today. Take a relaxing bath. Cook a healthy meal at home. I haven't been cooking hardly at all since my girls have been gone. I'm just going to be honest. I don't like cooking. I can cook. I just don't like to. So I hardly cook when my girls aren't home. But today I think I will be. I'm going to make some tacos. I've been eating a lot of Mexican food. Lucy, what are you doing? Cut it out, girl. Boy, she's driving me crazy. I'm going to take her back downstairs in a minute, too. You hear her? Oh, my gosh. Do a skincare routine. I do that every day. Take a nap without guilt. It's hard for me to nap during the day. I don't know why. It's something with the sun. If the sun is up, I'm up. Declutter one small space. I'll do that later. Journal for 10 minutes. I do that all the time. Spend 30 minutes reading. Does internet count? Internet. I should have said online. So yeah, I kind of do that. Listen to a common playlist. Lucy, stop. Cut it out. Please stop. I'm trying to film here. Come on. Okay. Color, doodle, or be creative. No. Watch a sunrise or sunset. That's easy from where I live. So I should do that. Call or text a friend to check in. I need to check in with Amber, my best friend, and Chantel, who lives really close to me, but I haven't seen in a couple months. Do a random act of kindness. I have to be around humans to do that, and I kind of have been avoiding most human beings. Lucy. Sorry, guys. You guys keep hearing this cat. She's so funny. Send a handwritten card. I don't even know people's addresses anymore. Hug someone you love. My girls are gone. I'll hug you, Lucy. I love you, Lucy. Okay. So I hug Lucy. There we go. Okay. Plan something fun. Drink at least 8 cups of water a day. That's another thing ever since school's been out. See, when school's in, I drink water incessantly all day long. But when school's out, I forget. So yesterday I drank maybe 3 cups of water. I need to do that every day. Try a guided sleep meditation before bed. I don't need that because I sleep a lot. Do nothing for 15 minutes. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. I do that every day. Okay. Daily affirmation. Okay, so I will put the affirmations that were on the cards above. So the first one was, I am creating, Lucy, please, the life of my dreams. The life of my dreams. Then today's word is courage. And then those other ones I have up there, I will put tomorrow, I listen to my heart, I trust my voice, and wealth. It's Thursday. And then I'll select some other ones or get them from offline somewhere. So anyway, that's the end of that. And I will keep this out because that's my whole thing. Is I started at the beginning of the week and then I don't keep following through because I don't sit at my desk often. I need to move my desk, I think, because where it is, it's nice, but I just don't utilize it as much because it's kind of around my bed and I just shouldn't have, Lucy, no, stop. I shouldn't have arranged my bedroom this way. One day I'm going to change it back. So anyway, one other thing I want to show you before I go, and I'm afraid how long this video is. Oh my gosh, it's 24 minutes. That's not good. It's going to take me forever to upload this video. Real quick, in Francesca, my planner, in Frankie or Francesca, you can call her either one. Let me zoom back out, sorry. Oh, this is a long video. I may have to see if I can trim this before I try to post it. I'm not that good at that. Anyway, in Francesca, you guys know that I am trying to stay with her during the summer, but oh, Lucy, please stop. hold on, I gotta go grab something. I just realized. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Be right back. You're killing me. You're killing me. You know this? You are killing me. Here, I'll let you out. You're not any mess. Bye. Here, you go out. Go on out. Go on out. Go, go, go. Okay, guys, I let the fuzzy cat out because she was driving me insane. Okay. Okay, what I needed to show y'all is I had a choice because I have my current pages for in Francesca are the classic. I bought one of the Franklin Covey packs from, was it June or July of last year of 2025 until June of this year. So I have June pages, but I am trying to conserve money, and the big purchases that I really can't afford right now because told you I'm doing other things with my money and I'm trying to make money in a different way, aren't working well right now. They won't until I start working again next Monday, or actually later this week. So anyway, I was going to go ahead and buy some more Franklin Covey or Franklin Planner. I'm trying to call him Franklin Planner. Franklin Planner 2-page per day inserts for 2026. They are expensive. They're almost $100. So, and for me to have anything that's not, I almost went for the knockoff brand, which I've used before. Back in 2000, gosh, it was, I think 2023, I used them. They're pretty, but they're not Franklin Covey. Franklin Covey is the gold standard. For me to use anything else is really hard sometimes when it comes to the loose leaf kind of planner. When it comes to a kind of a happy planner or a anything with discs, it's a completely different story. I can do all kinds of stuff with that. But with these kind that you have to, open with rings, I like Franklin Covey. I don't like anything else because I used to work for them. So, I had all these pages from, I think I bought the pack I had in January of this year. So 6 months was sitting in my storage box, but they're old. So I said, okay, I'm going to see if I can repurpose these from July of 2025 to July of 2026. And I think I did a pretty good job. I had lots of stickers. These little stickers I got from this 6, excuse me, is from KellOfAPlan in her mom box. She had lots and lots of numbers in there. And I was so grateful to find those because I was able to transform my July pages from 2025 to 2026 so beautifully. Look at that. Hold on. Better if I move everything away. Okay. Because July starts on a Wednesday, 2026. For 2025, July began on a Tuesday. So what I needed to do, I didn't even have to white it out because the numbers fit so beautifully in those little spaces. And I just put a this month sticker there, put a 6 there, put a 6 there, went all the way to the end of the month. Of course, the holidays are going to be wrong, but that's okay. I can deal with that. I know what day it is. And on this side, I just put another 6 and a big sticky down here to cover up the current, the future, and the previous months. So that's what I did for that. And then the daily pages were a challenge because first of all, there's so many of them. And second of all, I didn't know exactly, I didn't want it to be this huge chore because it's going to take me a while to do this. And I have very little patience. Oh darn, I think this video is going away, but I'm going to show you real quick what I did. I just took some stickies, the same things from the mom box for KellOfAPlan, and just covered these up. And I didn't do the 5s because I don't have to. I probably will go in and change those later. But I just found stickers that fit over the day of the week. So I will use these as I need them. And so this is January 4th, but I'll change it to 6 later. So I pretty much did that for all of these July pages. And it turned out really good, a lot better than I anticipated. And that way I'm not wasting paper. And it's not as perfect as my other pages. I love my pages to be perfect. You guys know how I do things when it comes to... Oh, I loved how that one turned out with the butterflies. And so I just did that for every day. And some of them have... and then I used some other ones that I have over here. And, oh yeah, and then I made these little collage things. This is cute. These turned out really nice, and I tried to use the same colors in every space to cover up that day of the week. And it's a big, and it's in cursive. Beautiful, beautiful. But this is what I did for every day. And so now I have the whole month of July 2026 done and ready to go. And it didn't cost me anything. So that worked out really great. And that's it. That's it, and that's all, guys. All right, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope this is still recording. I have no idea if it is. I'm going to probably have to cut this video down because it's something like 27 minutes or something. All right, I love you guys. God bless you. God keep you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, here we go again. Sometimes when I get this little notice on my phone, it does not let me cut the video off. Oh, so I have to... Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see if I can close this out. Get off. Not now. Okay. Great. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.